Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. Okay, guys. So, happy Saturday. If you guys missed it, welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 1. But if you guys missed it yesterday, Hot Messy Topics, it was because, and I've said this in all of my other videos, but just in case, my dog got spayed. So I had to go take her to go get her little surgery. And she has a little cone on her head right now. And she's so cute. And I feel so sad for her, but it's okay. I just wanted to let you guys know. But I will be back for Hot Messy Topics on Monday, for Real Housewives of New Jersey, for Vanderpump Rules. Like all of that will commence. Now, before we jump in, we're back to talk about Andy Cohen and this lawsuit with Liam McSweeney, and then also some Real Housewives of New Jersey drama. So smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're going to start off with the Andy Cohen of it all. Thank you to Page 6. They titled this, Andy Cohen files to dismiss the Leah McSweeney's discrimination and substance abuse lawsuit. So Andy Cohen filed to dismiss Leah McSweeney's discrimination and substance abuse lawsuit, claiming her allegations are threadbare. In the documents obtained by People magazine, Andy Cohen's legal team argued that Leah's claims about him intentionally preying on her alcohol problems to bolster ratings should be dismissed as a matter of law. Now, the filing comes 3 months after the former Real Housewives of New York star claimed Bravo saw her history of alcohol addiction and mental health disorders as an opportunity to hit the ratings jackpot. In the lawsuit, she claimed producers drove her to drink with numerous methods, from coaxing her into refusing her enough time to attend AA, which she claims in turn breached her rights under employment law. Oh. However, Andy's team argued that they never specifically tried to feature inebriated cast members on the Real Housewives franchise, and even if they did, it would be within their First Amendment rights. The new filing claimed that Leah McSweeney's discrimination claims impermissibly seek to abridge Andy Cohen's rights to tailor and adjust the message they wish to convey in their creative works, including through cast selection and other creative decisions. Whatever messages defendants communicate or intended to communicate with their shows is protected by the First Amendment, is what the document continued. Judicial intervention into casting decisions for expressive works impermissibly regulates defendants' right to after the content of the story they tell or choose not to tell. As for Leah McSweeney's claims that she experienced gender/sex-based harassment, Andy Cohen's legal team argued that the statute of limitations has passed. As for her only timely allegation, it does not meet the New York City human rights law standards, and that's what they claimed. Now, shortly after Andy's filing, Leah McSweeney's lawyer, Sarah Matz, told Us Weekly his motion does not have merit. It mostly argues for dismissal on technical grounds, essentially saying that the defendants were allowed to discriminate against Miss McSweeney, not that they did not do it. To agree with the defendant would be to essentially say that the creative industries are not subject to anti-discrimination and anti-retaliation laws, and that the network could engage in discrimination and retaliation with impunity, which is not the law. Now, along with Andy Cohen, Leah McSweeney also sued Bravo and Shed Media, a production company that makes both shows, and Warner Media, which owns Shed. Elsewhere in Leah McSweeney's lawsuit, she alleged that Andy Cohen engages in the use of the white powdery substance with some of the housewives that he employs, and that his proclivity for the usage of said white substance with his employees is well known throughout the Real Housewives franchise. However, a rep for Bravo and for Andy Cohen told Page 6 that the claims were completely false, and the boss himself later called them hurtful. Obviously, it's not fun to be a target, is what he told The Hollywood Reporter earlier this month, but I have no regrets about the way I've handled anything. I think that everything happens in your life that happens in your life informs the next thing that happens in your life. And that's the way I look at this. And I know what the truth is, and I know how I've conducted myself, and I walk tall every day on that. But the day after, Andy Cohen was cleared by the network after an outside investigation found the drug claims to be unsubstantiated, Liam McSweeney's team did not buy it. They said, how do you have an investigation without speaking to anyone? As far as we know, no one ever contacted him, is what her lawyer, Gary Edelman, said in a statement. Our opinion is that no one is to believe this was a real investigation. Oi, yoy, yoy. Now, you guys think that that's it? It's definitely not. Obviously, based off of what we can see now, this is going to be a fight. It's going to be a big fight. And I'm curious how this is going to end up playing out. But we're going to move on over to the Real Housewives of New Jersey because this is an absolute shitstorm of a shit show. And I don't know what else to say about it until we actually see what happens with the court documents. But hold on. There's more. Jennifer Fessler is backtracking after Margaret Josephs and Rachel Fuda criticized her conversation with Teresa. Now, in the most recent episode of New Jersey, Margaret and Rachel called out Jen for communicating with their enemy, Teresa Giudice. And Marge and Rachel took issue with Jen sitting down with Teresa because they believe her husband, Louis, had the cast investigated. At the time, Jen defended her actions and insisted that she wasn't pledging blind allegiance to Margaret and Rachel, telling them, I ain't your soldier. I've got you, but I'm not going to be you. However, now she's singing a different tune in an effort to save face with Margaret Josephs. What happened was, and I think the first episode, maybe you saw me saying to Margaret, I told you that if you don't want to be around these people again, neither will I. And what I meant by that was, if you're not going to go back and do the show again, then I'm not going to go back and do the show again. Margaret, as you know, went back and did the show again. And so here I am. And I didn't say I would never be around Louis or talk to Louis and Teresa again. But as New Jersey fans know, Margaret cut ties with Teresa after her son, who has never appeared on the show, received threatening phone calls to his job. And Margaret claims the call came from Louis. I'm definitely learning some lessons this year, is what Jen told Entertainment Tonight, to float in and to float right back out and maybe not get quite as involved. But when it comes to her sit down with Teresa, Jen said that they had good intentions and wanted to clarify some allegations that were going around. She also praised John Fuda and made it clear that she 100% believes Margaret's claims that Louis called her son at her job. My intentions were always good. My intentions were to clarify some things, right? To talk to Teresa and make sure that it was out there that John Fuda is not a drug dealer. John Fuda is a fabulous father and a professional and responsible. So I was actually sort of happy with that part of our conversation, even though Rachel and John would have preferred that I didn't speak of them at all. Lesson learned. Now, I probably didn't communicate this well because I think that I've given the impression that I don't believe Margaret, which is not the case. I do believe Margaret. The truth is, I do believe that Louis called Margaret's son. I honestly, after all of this, well, one, with the Andy Cohen claims, if Leah McSweeney ends up taking Andy Cohen and them to court and winning this, she's hitting a jackpot. But I think that that's exactly what they think that she's trying to do. And they're probably thinking that she is going to want to settle, because if she settles outside of court, then that means they get to pay her. She signs a document, she shuts up, she goes away, and she never poses a problem again to Bravo. Oif. Now, as for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, with the Jen Fessler and Teresa of it all, I thought that was a good save. I thought it was a clever save, but I also feel like Jen Fessler knew exactly what she was doing. I like Jen Fessler, but if you truly believed that Louis was the one who called Margaret's son, why would you want anything to do with the guy? I think that's the part that makes the least amount of sense. But I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Love you guys. See you next time.